For me, I actually don't watch too much boxing. It's a lifestyle, a way of life to escape reality sometimes. For me, it's therapy, getting rid of all the anger and frustration. You can't help everyone, but you can always try to. My life would be completely different if I didn't choose this path. Especially starting off with boxing, I think I would have probably been participating in antisocial behaviour, maybe being linked with paramilitaries or drug addiction, because that's sort of some of the things that happen where I come from. You had to be tough, you had to sort of go out in the streets and you betrayed someone that you sort of didn't want to be. There would be a lot of negative influences, a lot of things going on that, as a child you might not be wanting to see. Growing up in a negative area sort of just brings that anger out in you. Things used to sort of build up within me, and then it was like a volcano. It was just building up and building up and building up, and then whenever I was getting home I was lashing out, and that was my sort of only way to be able to cope with my anger within myself. I wanted to harness my anger, and I spoke to my mum, and she suggested going down to the boxing club. I remember walking into the doors and there being so many people. The head coach Paul, he was doing like a by drill, and they were just working so hard. And I feel like that's where I wanted to go and learn, and hitting the by, getting rid of all the anger and frustration. And I thought, yeah, this is the place for me. We would have been going to different boxing clubs in different communities, meeting friends from different communities, sparring with them, training with them. It opened my eyes to, this bigger world.
3, 2, 1.
You're going to go on large team, and that's going to be U3 versus U3. Our slogan is not just a boxing club, because we aren't, There's amazing programs that happen within Monkstown Boxing Club. When I was around 16, I started volunteering in the club, and I really saw the impact of what youth work can do. A lot of the issues that I sort of face growing up in the community, a lot of younger ones face as well. So I can see where they're coming from. One of my main roles would be good relations work, where we would be partnered with Ardmore and Ardorn Youth Enterprise, who would sort of be Catholic-dominated areas, whereas Monkstown being a Protestant-dominated area. And we bring them together in a safe environment, getting them out of their communities. It's getting them away from all the negative sort of murals, paramilitary influences within their communities, because there is a big influence within them. feeling of when you win is probably the best feeling ever. Just the adrenaline, the endorphins, everything, just the proudness. If I win this tournament, this will put me on track to be able to qualify for the Olympics in 2024. I'm switched on. I'm ready. I'm prepared. There's no better feeling than getting your hand raised in the ring. Boxing is a hard sport and it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of effort for other people, especially like family members. It takes a toll on relationships because you have to sort of prioritise your training. Leaving my own community, you know, sometimes it's difficult because you're going down in the unfamiliar territory. You're competing against boxers from that area that has a lot of following and a lot of support. Sometimes it can be quite difficult to go down and compete in that. At the end of the week, coming up to the final sort of sessions, you know, your body's physically tired, and you've also got that mental strain of getting through the last couple of sessions. Because you always doubt yourself, you always think, what if this goes wrong? Sometimes when you leave the boxing club, you do carry some of the issues that young people, you know, are talking to you about. And I also think that, you know, sometimes as a human being, you just go home and you think about it and you worry. There was a protest down in Carrickfergus where, you know, people were going after their land because of the whole flag issue. I remember it was on a Wednesday night, and Wednesday night was one of our training days. And I remember my friends texting me and saying, get down here, you know, it's all kicking off, there's pillars everywhere. You know, it was something for them to do and something to get excited about. That was probably one of the times where I could have missed training. Could have just said, I want to go down there and I want to participate in that. And that could have set me off the later in life of maybe just missing training every week, you know, to go and do things like that. And that just motivated me even more to be the best version of myself that I can. Once you get in there, it's just like a switch. You just change, your whole mindset changes and you're game on. You're ready for it and the nerves don't play a part.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Very good contest. And the winner on a 3-2 split decision in the blue corner, John Paul Hale, Star Boxing Club Antrim. And give it up for Darrell Clark, Monkstown, Antrim.
Knowing that you've trained so hard to be where you are, and for you not to get the hand raise, that's really hard to take. This number one. Which animal is known as the king of the jungle? But it's just about looking at what you want in your future. Looking back from where I came from to where I am now, you know, was a real motivator for me. And I believe that everything, sort of the wins, the losses, you know, it's all part of the journey. For a young person at the crossroad of going down that path or this path, I would say, you know, for you personally, sit back and think about what you want to do in your life. You know, think back to your younger self and them looking up to you now. Would you be a positive role model or sort of a negative one for your younger self? Don't let anyone hold you back. Don't let sort of the negative influences, you know, stop you from going out and doing that, because your dreams are your dreams, and you know, whenever you get older, you're just going to have regrets. Sometimes you just have to, you know, fight for your youth and fight for the path that you know is best in life.